Okay, a long argument against the light stretching light red to blue. We understand that I know about light. So how it moves light? You'll see that, let's say that they register the speed of light 300,000 kilometers per second. I don't know in miles, 140, I don't know. I'm from Europe, okay? So 3,000 kilometers per 100,000 kilometers per second, okay? But now red has 3,000 kilometers, blue 3,000 kilometers, all the colors have, because they are in white light. This is what Newton discovered. You make it through a prism, and the lights go and decomposes in all the colors, and there is a package, an entire package of red. There is an entire angle. If you treat it like an angle of a circle, there's an angle of a circle. So there is a quantity. This is quanta. There is entire angle, mathematical angle. This is what it means, a package. Just for now, it is not the entire concept. You understand that, look, it is trigonometrically, the light is trigonometrical. I move this, you can do with a CD and with a white light, and you will observe the colors changing when you change the angle. With a simple CD, we'll put it in front of you, and you will change the angle. You will observe that the colors will change. You see, blue only with the angle. The object is the same. I change only the angle. And so, first of all, the light has a trigonometrical property. I mean, like in a circle, like gravity even. Okay, so now this is the first thing to remember. Then I've told you already that is a package. There is an entire angle of red. There is not a strip, a single line. The red has an entire angle. And each color has a package. This is a quanta. It is not only like an angle. And now you must understand that you want to combine, by example, a red. It is an entire angle with a yellow, another angle, and when you superimpose these two angles, you obtain different tones of light, of color. You understand? You cut this angle like this, and so, let's say that it is a red, different tone of reds, and you cut another angle, and mathematically you compound in all the areas, and you obtain many colors, maybe an infinite. We do not know even. Mathematically, we do not know. Okay, so you have to keep this in mind. How the light will propagate. If it is a package, an angle, there could not be more than 360 degrees color light, because it will be in hyperspace. We know only 360 degrees. So somehow you keep this in mind. So on the computer screen, you must understand. I explained to you for you to understand, to be not tricked. Red will not be blue, and when white light comes, you understand that I'm contradicting Doppler. But I explained to you quantum mechanics even to understand that they are tricking you. Okay, so when white light comes from a star, I explained to you that it is trigonometrically. What is shifting? Nothing is shift, because white light has all the spectrum, all this trigonometrical circle. So what it is aging? It is aging the red and the blue stays young. How? So the how you say, orange color. The orange color comes unaltered, and what age has? Because it is inside the white light. And the red ages and demonstrates distance, and orange not, because all of them are inside the light. In a trigonometrical, so they are missing some pieces that are absorption lines, and they were demonstrated that are absorption lines. This, I just proved to you that Doppler is false. Okay, but let me tell you much more things about light that you will believe me that I'm speaking the truth. Okay, you will believe me. This monitor you are looking, maybe on a telephone, maybe on a laptop, okay, produces colors, all the colors, exactly like this, but they could be stupid. I always tell you like this, because they weren't inventions. How I began to tell you about picture and colors, they found 3 pixels, 3 things, and they were wanted to transmit that picture, to read it and transmit it. So there are pieces that make, there are 3 kinds of function in mathematics: bijective, injective, and surjective. And you have a piece that makes one of these 3 kind of functions. But the piece does this without you to know in the profound way how. When they speak that they did a computer, they are lying, okay? They are lying. And I just demonstrated they are lying even with that Doppler thing and stuff. But I want to tell you more things that you'll believe me that I'm not lying. I usually have the guitar there. I brought to you here that to explain to you supplementary things about light. But now there is known that the light has a connection with energy, because you see this monitor that you are looking discharges light, but it is due to energy, to electric energy. You saw my previous stuff about energy and mass, kinetic energy and mass. That is normal mechanics. But now, why cannot apply it to light? Why you cannot? Because it is not known if light has mass. So only just indirectly. So you cannot have the normal mechanics to apply it to light, to have the energy and conversion between energy and mass in the whole kind of kinetics, energy. And you see that the case is similar, that gravity means a circular motion, perfect, a balance, like charging energy in mass and mass discharging force of pressure, and to conserve the energy, like when the body stays, you understand? So you see that it is a relation with energy, electron energy, because this is discharging electron energy and produces light. So the effect is photoelectric. It was another thing in old times, photoelectro effect, and this could be a mistake. But simply put it, there is a relation between light and energy, that a solar panel demonstrates this. So light has energy in it, okay? A quantity of energy. And you can make it like a function, indirect function. And you must keep all these things about light in mind when you have to have an equation for light, how light is moving. You understand? Another thing, light, it hits with mass or not. It hits with mass or not. You understand? When it is emitted, it is discharging mass or not. And you do not know if the light has a connection with the electron, you say that electron has mass, but light you do not know exactly that has a resting mass or not, and things like this. And now all of this have to consider and to have a law. You know this, but you have a law how this light will move. And there is mathematics of movement or circular things. Like in the water, you drop the rock and there is a speed of movement, circular from a center. You saw that in a pond, okay? Maybe I don't have time to put pictures and things for you to understand. You must understand, I will speak this another time more because it is important. You drop a rock in a lake, and from the point it makes concentric circles. The speed of the movement in lake, you can measure it. You will deduce somehow that it has something to deal with gravity, 9.8, because 9.8 meter per second squared, it is a vector of consuming all kinds of energy of movement on Earth. I've told you, a car, a rocket, from a hill, like an inclined plane, and rectilineum, and all the kinds. It is a case of consumption 9.8 meter per second. The pendulum, the oscillation, all of them. When you pull a string, all of them. Consider this. So in the lake, the same. When you drop a rock, it has a mass. It has a mass. So even a velocity of impact in the water. So it is a relation between the mass and the velocity of rock and the propagation of waves. And all of them are correlated. They will disappear, they will be absorbed, you will see in a lake at a distance. So at the rate of consumption 9.8 meter per second squared, that it is implying all the movements. Like you understand this, and even in classic mechanics it is a package. You understand? It is a package. It is from a delta from T1 to T2. From this, it is a rate of consumption until it stops of energy of movement. The same in the lake. You drop this body of mass, and it is a propagation of waves in the lake, and they are stopping somehow. And you can calculate the rate. Let's see the rate of propagation. You find something about water in this case, I don't know. And the same, it is a relation between energy and mass and energy. And you must know mathematics. The circle. The trigonometrical circle is the circle with a radius 1. So it is a principal circle, like a conceptual for all the circles. You put the radius 1 in general, and you have the law for all the circles. So in this way, if you say from this circle is going to be a big circle at the T1, T2, a quantity of movement, a speed of movement of the circle. How the big will be the circle from a center. A small circle, a big circle, but with a temporal law of propagation. And you can have from T1, T2, this circle is doubled, or it increases due to the radius 1.5 only. You understand? So the light being trigonometrically, like I demonstrate to you, you know the speed of light, 300 kilometers per second, and you know already that is somehow trigonometrically, and you know that it is quantic in many ways, that has an angle, the light of combination. Okay, so another thing, it has a vibration. If it has energy, it has a vibration. Now I bring this guitar in. So there, let's say 7 tones, like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, like 7 tones of color in the rainbow, the same, like let's admit this, like 8. It is not something coincidence, okay, but I don't have time to tackle this. So let's say that at 8 angles, I know it in Romanian, the color of the rainbow, rog vaiv, red, orange, yellow, galben, yellow, green, blue, indigo, red. Okay, so 7. They are like, this is are the tones, the main tones. But now I tell you that the light is complicated, okay? But I explain to you quantum mechanics, you understand? So now you take one tone, like do tone, red tone, this is a wave, okay? It is a frequency of ondulation, or let's say that this has a meter. That is it is a speed of ondulation, like this, in a meter. A frequency of ondulation. And now, how many kinds of frequency can be on a spring? Like cosinusoidal and sinusoidal. This are easy mathematically. It means like this. This are easily mathematically, because it is like you cut this circle in half, and you have a half a circle and a half a circle and a half a circle. You understand? But real, like this, like this even. And why do you will presuppose that light could not move like this? Because it is already strange that it will change direction. You understand? If you suppose that light has sinusoidal way, of course, sinusoidal way of propagating through the air, like this, it is already strange why the light does like this. Why? Because it violates the principle of inertia even. So it is against the classical movement of mechanics. Because the classical mechanics says a body that is in rectilinear uniform, it is not going to change the movement until the other body will, you understand? So the light violates the inertial principle, like doing like this. You understand? It changes the direction. It changes the redirection. When you have a medium like in a lake, you suppose a surface. I explained to you, and drop a piece, and there is a maximum of ondulation and then a minimum, and in this way it's like exactly like in a gravity case. It is a balance. like a pendulum, like a case of the pendulum. You when you have a string, it pendulates like this until it stops. In this way, it is exactly like a pendulation, like a pendulation in a leg from a point, a vibratory point. But if you say that the light this is Einstein was said. I'm telling you, maybe they were wrong. That the speed of light in the void space is 300 kilometers per second. So if you presuppose that the void space is not like a leg or something, why the light violates the principle of inertia, moving like this, being a frequency? Why? So it is not going to be more strange if the light will have a like right angle movement of ondulation, like this. I mean like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, a frequency like this. Why not? Because it is already strange that you will do like this in the void space. It is already strange. When you have this string, the vibration will propagate in a meter, let's say, and you will see that it will consume the exactly like 9.8. It is very important on Earth. It is the rate of any rate of consumption of energy. You understand? Gravity is more important than you think. The rate of the consumption of this, it is a case of gravity, if you understand. It is a case of classical mechanics. In a 1 meter, it is you will give this an energy, a kinetic energy, and you have a propagation, ondulatory propagation in a meter. And now Einstein said this. I read this from Weinberg. I don't know. You see, when you output things, so I explained to you about light, that you understand that they are wrong. Red light it does not stretch. They are crazy and stupid, okay? They do not, and I explained to you physics, like for free, and you understand that you only have to have the equation, you understand physics, all the physics, for free. You understand? So, what Einstein says, that in the void space, the light has 3,000 kilometers per second. Now, let's say that it was calculated, it was not, it was the speed of light comes from equation even. Like if you drop these rocks, you observe that it is 9.8 meters per second. You will indirectly calculate it. You will put it in some equation, you will see that it is the rate. 9.8 meters, it is the vector. This is the mathematical vector that consumes energy. This is a constant even. It is an acceleration, but it is a constant, like a constant things that occurs in all the movements on Earth. So now, light has 3,000 kilometers per second. You consider that it is trigonometrically. It has a relation with the electron, so the electron has a mass. Maybe you understand. Maybe the light has, and another thing, it has like colors, like a tone, and it has like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, like two. Einstein says this, like from Weinberg. I've read the Weinberg book. To maintain the speed of light, the frequency, the oscillation frequency must different, but that for the colors to be different. To maintain the speed of light, it is changing the energy on the energy, and has no mass for now. Let's say that does not have mass. It is changing the energy that has energy on the spring, and the vibration on a meter, let's say in a meter, and the vibration faster with less energy or more energy. You understand? So, but to different the colors, and all of them are in a package of white light. Of white light. You understand? So you all of this you have to put in equations, and I'm telling you that they do not do this. They only pretend it. They are all lying. You understand? The TV was invention. We do not know what light is exactly, but believe me that the red does not become blue, and the red will not stretch. And I explain to you, and more deep. I will going to be more deep than this. Listen, so now you have 7 tones, okay, and they have energy. You know that they have energy. But when you capture red, it has a quantity of energy. When you capture the whole of them, you have a solar panel. You know that you have energy, and with a frequency of oscillation, of vibratory frequency. You can use even the frequency in some pieces, that the oscillation, to do something, okay? So now it is possible for this chord to oscillate like in a right angle, like this. Maybe not. Maybe you see that it is strange that many things are like circle cases. It is strange, no?